Welcome to the Talking the Line podcast, presented to you by Talking the Line Sports Media, giving you our best insights and analysis so you can rake in some cold hard cash on your next sports bet. Now sit on back, open up your mind, and let's cash some tickets. We can't thank you enough for joining us. We hope you enjoy. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, degenerates and gamblers, far and wide. Welcome in and welcome back to episode number 190 of the Talking the Line podcast on this beautiful Monday of bets. Hey, we missed you over the last few days. Didn't see you on Friday. Didn't see you for Cup of Joe on campus on Saturday. So you know we have an absolutely loaded show to welcome you back in to hanging out with the TTL crew. But before we get into today's episode, please take a few moments to smash that subscribe button on whatever platform you are currently ingesting the TTL pod on. If you are watching on YouTube, you might as well hit that notification bell over there as well so you never miss the start of a live show or any additional content dropping on the YouTubes. Or if you're watching on one of our social media platforms, make sure you hit that like button, that follow button there so you never miss any of our social media content. Or if you're listening to the show on your favorite podcast directory, make sure you hit that subscribe button there too if you haven't already, as we do release the audio of every live show after each episode is complete. Next item up on the docket, if you could be so kind, you can find it in your heart to do so after you got done hitting all those aforementioned buttons. Hit that additional like button, leave us a comment, leave us a rating, jump on over yonder in the live chat if you are watching live. Maybe hit that share button too. Send it on over to your brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, friends, enemies, neighbors, people who live on the opposite side of the globe as you, but you would refer to as a good old-fashioned ticket cash and degenerate, because that's what we are here at the TTL Pod and TTL crew, and we can't tell you how much we appreciate you when you do all of those things, because it only helps us make TTL Sports Media bigger and better for each and every one of you. Last, certainly not least, head on over to this episode's description where you will locate the Talking the Line link tree. Within that link tree, you will find the TalkingTheLine.com website, all of the TTL crew's social platforms, and our additional content, so you can consume all of that jazz in one convenient location, however and whenever you please. Ladies and gentlemen and beautiful gambling people joining us for episode number 190, I am your humbled, honored, hyped, and always handicapping host, Colton Cap Colt Soroka, and I can't thank you enough for choosing to stop by, hang out with me and my partner, get some bets, get some insights, get some analysis, a special play along the way, and dive into a few rabbit holes, most importantly. Now, before I can go any further, before I can tell you any more about what's coming on to today's show, I have one final duty to complete with all the introductory formalities. That is, bring in the co-host of this here podcast, also the co-host of the Wise Words Pod, and the co-host of the Cup of Joe on Campus Pod. You know him as my partner, the man, the myth, the degenerate gambling legend, and around this time of the year, the gloating resident TTL cheesehead himself, Mr. Riley RMags Magnuson. Partner, how you doing over there today, pal?
My man, I am doing absolutely fantastic. I don't know about you, but had myself a decent Christmas weekend. Almost like Christmas weekend. Decent action as far as personal action, betting action, all the same, my friends. I had a great weekend, my man. I don't know about you. Rare double victory Monday for the TTL crew this year. Not trying to jab you, trying to bring us both up here. Are we both gloating on this victory Monday, dude?
Bear down, Chicago Bears. Uh-oh. Okay. Well, yeah, but we are both gloating on this victory Monday. 25-24, got the damn job done in Seattle against the Sea Squawks, baby. What do you know about that? In the snow, in the blizzard material. Partner, I had a
2022. Sorry.
No, don't do that shit. Stop it. Knock it off. We don't need to go down that rabbit hole because they will start. You want to talk quarterbacks, pal? We'll talk fucking quarterbacks into 2022. But myself personally had a terrific Christmas. Yeah. Went nowhere actually. Just kind of hung out. Saw my fam bam. Closer to Thanksgiving time, we all get together, kind of see each other, and then do our own things for Christmas and stuff. So shout out any of the fam watching. I know I told you Merry Christmas, everything, but appreciate you guys. Love you guys. But yeah, hung out. Know you went back homeward, hung out with the fam bam. How was all of that action? Everything good? Everything solid on that department?
Oh, very solid, my man. I might have to fast for the next 48 hours because I rolled into the studio here today, dude. I had a great weekend though. Yeah, hey, I was moving around a lot. Obviously, stayed in hometown for a couple nights, but no complaints here, man. It was a nice, relaxing, but also, like I said, I feel about 10 pounds heavier, so need to hit the salads for a few days here.
I checked off my 24-hour marathon of A Christmas Story.
Okay.
Started it on Saturday. No, it was Friday. Yeah, Friday night I started it. Had it on all the way through the night, all the way through the morning, everything on one TV. I never stopped it. It was always on one TV, and then the rest of my TVs were playing games and whatever. So got that checked off. Nice. Checked off my Chinese food list as well. I usually order Chinese food. I called 3 different places. They were all closed, so I ended up having to make my own. But made my own some chicken pepper. A little pepper chicken. Did some bell peppers, some mushrooms, some onions, little chicken thighs. So I chefed up and kept it nice and cozy with me and old Matilda Bear. So solid Christmas on this side of the screen. Sounds like for you as well. Solid ticket cashing Christmas as well for your boy. Not too shabby. Couple of wheels. Well, Friday was or Thursday. Thursday was the last show. Thursday was kind of a wheel spinner, but then got back on the horse Friday. Right. Or no, we didn't have any bets Friday. So got back on the horse Saturday and Sunday. So
that was rough, man. That
was terrible.
I mean, I was still hanging out with my family, and I even opened up the app, and I was wait. So there's absolutely nothing at all. I can't even maybe check out something for a little bit? No. Okay.
There was nothing. There was nothing whatsoever, and I mean, it was kind of nice. It's a little bit of reset from the books, but it's also fucking the degenerates we are. It's nice to have a little bit of action from time to time. Speaking of degenerates, I want to just get this out of the way. You see the new lid graced on top of my head. Our degenerate pals over there at the Chalkboard app. Download Chalkboard on the App Store, not on Google Play yet. Don't you damn ask if the DMs are absolutely full, but it will come to Google Play soon. Download the Chalkboard app and follow them on the Bird app at Chalkboard HQ. Pretty much, if you imagine, you know what Discord is, imagine Discord, but only for sports betting and then amped up with about 15 rounds of steroids. We're talking for you bodybuilder fans out there, some 5% or Rich Piana type shit is what this is on. You have no idea who I'm talking about. Way over your head. Sometime I challenge you, go look up Rich Piana, admitted steroid user, the late great Rich Piana. Shout out. He is that is one time I've used late and great, and it's actually applicable. Most time I use that, and the motherfucker's still around. Finally learning how to do this thing here.
There you go.
Going pretty solid. NFL, man. We talked about it. We'll be a little funnier here on the open. Talk a little bit more open until we wrap it up and save all the nonsense and banter for the second half of the show because we really don't have any bets to recap. But dude, we talked about it pre-show. 2 more weeks of the NFL season after tonight. There's no Thursday action. Or only Sunday, no Saturday action. All 30 teams play on Sunday, and then there's a Monday night game next week. So
right.
We're getting to that time, boys. It's getting to the time where it's going to be only college basketball, only NBA. So that's why I've been tossing money at it now, getting the trends out of the way, getting the stuff figured out. That way we can cash some tickets here pretty damn soon because NFL's almost over, dude. College football is going to be over after this weekend. So
yeah, I know. It's bittersweet because I'm juiced for the action that's coming our way, but it always is bittersweet when it leaves, dude.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, if you got a question, or you guys rather out there on the opposite side of the screen, you got a question, you see it in the ticker, you got any questions about our Christmas, about presents we got, about our favorite color for crying out loud, or maybe actually a game that you want to have some action on that we don't have any action on, just ask us. We'll be more than happy to let you know. Now, partner, before I kick us off with a little toast here, everything in between, hold your horses. Would you like me to talk about that Nevada pick that just kicked off about
lay it down for us.
5 minutes ago? Okay.
Yeah.
So, real quick, my friends, you if you don't follow me on Twitter, or you might not have been on Twitter this morning, you didn't see me tweet this out, but I totally spaced and just didn't fucking realize that this game started at 10 a.m. Just kicked off. I'm taking in Nevada Wolfpack and Western Michigan. This is the partner. Can you help me out at all? What the game is? Do you know?
Quick Lane
Bowl. That's right. There we go. So yeah, I do have a play out of this game. I ended up taking the Nevada Wolfpack plus 6.5. Couple of key reasons. Number one is that FanDuel was giving me plus 100 odds, no juice whatsoever on the plus 6.5, and most every other book when I was looking this morning was offering the plus 7 at minus 112 or minus 115. So what that was telling me is books were making people pay the price to back the more favorable team in the dog. Now, you might look on some apps, you might look at money and bet splits, you might say, holy shit, Western Michigan, they're getting X amount, 50, 60% of bets and also 80, 90% of money. I hate to tell you, but a majority of those bets and tickets were when the Broncos were plus 3.5 underdogs last week when Carson Strong was announced out. Everybody wants to talk about Carson Strong being out, speaking of, and everybody wants to be an expert. You know what I do here at this show, my friends. When everybody's zigging to one specific thing, I am zagging in the opposite direction. I looked into it. There's no defensive players out for Nevada. And Nevada, sorry for you other West Coast viewers out there that do live in the hole in the desert. They don't have any defensive players out. So I'm honestly not worried about it, man. I think that their defense stands strong. There are far too many people that don't do this for a living, my friend, that are absolutely loving the Mid-America Conference Western Michigan University Broncos. Why did I mention that they're from the MAC? Oh, because the MAC's 2-4 ATS so far in bowl games. What about the Mountain West? Oh, 1-5 straight up. What about the Mountain West where Nevada's from? Nevada, sorry. 3-1 ATS so far in bowl games. I think that continues to roll. You don't believe me on all of that stuff, man. I really think that we're going to see a severe difference in who these teams played. You got to remember who the Broncos played this year. You also got to remember who Nevada played this year. So, either way, you don't believe me, believe a couple of key trends, my friends. Actually, a handful of key trends here that I think you need to be aware of. Western Michigan, 1-4 ATS, last 5 overall. 0-3-1 ATS, last 4, following a straight-up win. Can you say overvalued? How about now? 2-6 ATS, last 8, following a straight-up win of 20+. How about now? Western Michigan, 7-19-1 ATS, last 27, following an ATS win. How about now? 1-4 ATS, last 5 as a favorite. Western Michigan, 2-5-1 ATS, last 8 neutral site games. Nevada, 5-2 ATS last 7 overall, 4-0 ATS last 4 bowl games, 10-1 ATS last 11 neutral site games, 4-0-1 ATS last 5 bowl games as a dog, 5-0-1 ATS last 6 neutral site games as a dog, and 5-2 ATS last 7 non-conference games. You're going to give me 6.5 points in a fucking bowl game with a more powerful conference team? Give me the Nevada Wolfpack plus 6.5. If you want to sit, hang out for a minute, now that this bad boy is officially kicked off, your boy live in prime time talking to you about it right now. We'll see what's happening. Oh my goodness, without Carson Strong, I thought this offense would struggle. They don't have a quarterback who's about his wits or knows anything whatsoever, but somehow they find themselves on their first opening drive inside the red zone and only 6 plays. My friends, don't listen to me. Just see what's happening on the gridiron. Take the Nevada State Wolfpack plus 6.5 or plus 5.5 where it's at right now. I'm okay with that too. For my first best bet of the day, but it already kicked off, so couldn't do it in my segment because my partner kicked things off. There you go.
I like it, dude. I was trying to stalk it as you were dropping it down. It looks like it's 4th and 6. I don't know if they're kicking a field goal or what they're doing. I'm because I would love to have some action here. I don't know. I'm trying to see now. It's kind of just like live betting strategy. Do you go to wherever they are on the spread? Do you wait and maybe Western Michigan drives a little bit and kicks that back up to a favorable spot?
See what happens on this first drive for sure. See what happens on this first drive. Yeah. But dude, Nevada could even win this game outright. I mean,
so. I think they do,
could
man.
Win this game outright. So there you go. There you have it. Take any points they're willing to give you. That is my opinion, but couldn't give it in my my segment, my best bets. Okay, hey, let's get back into it. You know the drill at this point in time. I don't really have to go into it. RMags picks, my picks, special play of the day, Monday Madness Parlay, 4-legger banger, paying out over 12-1 odds, 1,291.
How do we manage that, dude?
How the fuck do we manage that? I'm telling you, neither one of us are getting involved in NFL. So if you came looking for some NFL picks, see you later, alligator. No, I'm just kidding. Hang around. We still got value, but we will actually talk about it and why we're not getting involved. We looked actually at some other markets, and the other markets are what drew me away. What about you, partner?
100% same thing. I'll have a question for you later in the show that'll be I'm not going to lose its value or anything as the show goes on. So I've got an interesting question for you later on in the show about it.
All right. Then as per usual, Moneyline Dice gracing us with their presence here on today's show. Hope you picked up your Moneyline Dice stocking stuffers before the Christmas day came along.
How about a little, now we get Valentine's Day plugs for those bad boys. How about that?
How about that? Not too shabby. Little Valentine's Day plug. Yeah, you and your sweetheart rolling together, the all-knowing dice.
Not?
Hey, maybe the dice, maybe we got to call somebody in the marketing department over there at ML Dice. 3
points for Nevada.
3 points! Bang! Okay, quick sidebar, quick story. We haven't seen you guys for a while. You know the rabbit holes. In high school, one of my shout out Alexander Sims, one of my best friends in high school. He had autism, and I would take him home after school, and he was just the funniest motherfucker ever. Talk like this, fuck you, Colton, just fucking would always fucking get at me. So when he just said that 3 points, I went 3 points, bing. Every basketball game he would be at, no matter what the basketball game would be, he would sit in the stands and there would be a damn basket and he would go, 2 points, bing, or it would be a 3 ball, 3 points, bing, every fucking time. And that just put my head to it. So shout out Alexander Sims. That's your watching the TTL pod. But if you're out there somewhere, my man, miss you, appreciate you, love you, see you, dude. All right, let's get into today's show. Enough rambling, enough scram. There's maybe some more shit's happening? What's going on, bud?
I hope the live betting tracker on the DraftKings app I was using is fucking lying to me, but popped up a quick, right after that 3 points, popped up a quick 6 for Western Michigan. So,
uh-oh.
Well, hey, maybe that actually might put out the value. That actually might put out the value as far as kicking it back up over 7 points as far as the spread. So that might actually help if that's what's going on here.
So it is up to +6 for Nevada?
No, I don't know yet. They haven't posted a spread. They popped up a 6 points for Western Michigan, like they ran the kickoff back or something like that.
Oh, you gotta fucking explain yourself. You just popped up a
popped
6
up a
points,
six for
like you're talking. You
West
said,
Virginia.
I don't know if this is a live betting op or popped up a 6. Like,
Well, my bad.
What do you mean popped up a 6? Like, so
Like
they might
posted
have
it because
so
they have the score
ran
tracker
a,
on
so
there.
they
It was
ran
3,
a
and
touchdown
then
back. They ran a
That's what I'm
touchdown back
saying.
potentially. Okay, so just say they ran a touchdown back and it's
Well, I
6
don't
to
know for
3.
sure what
Like,
happened.
either way, there you go. There you have it. All right, so get your focus in here. Don't worry about that damn game anymore. I'll take care of it. Get your mug
10
and
and
your
a half plus 10 and a half. Sorry, I apologize. I am hammering this in at 10 and a half.
As I said, to hammer it in at 6.5, but sounds good. Let's
didn't
rock
have
and
that
roll.
chance.
Mug in hand, sir. We got a show to get to. Mug in hand. To
Trying
me,
to help you
to
lay
you,
down some value.
and to all of you beautiful people out there sipping the black elixir of the gods. Take your sip and let's get after it. All right. First segment of the day, partner. Get ready to rock and roll. You only got one lonely pick coming at us today, huh? One lonely
Just one.
NBA
Just one NBA.
pick. Okay. Well, without further ado, ticker is, well, I thought it was. It is now, okay, well, it is now changed. Partner, let it rip. Let them have it. And as per usual, you have the floor.
All right, I appreciate you. So, as you mentioned, going to NBA, and despite the craziness that is in the NBA, I like a side of this one today, like an underdog. Going to the Spurs and Jazz matchup, partner. I am taking the underdog, home underdog, San Antonio Spurs, plus the 7. Looks like it is dropping a little bit to 6.5. Wouldn't go under 6 points in this one. If you find it at 5.5, might even be, for whatever reason, if more comes out and this one goes all the way down to 2.5, 1 point for whatever reason, might even be a good middle opportunity. But for now, I'm going Spurs plus 7. First of all, no Donovan Mitchell for the Jazz, and I mentioned that because it's obviously very important for their offense. I still would like this even if he wasn't, if I'm being totally honest with you, partner. Second matchup of the year between these two teams. Spurs actually won the first one outright as double-digit underdogs, partner. And that was the Jazz right now, 9-22-1, last 32 in San Antonio, so pretty big sample size there. Spurs, overall, outside of this matchup, have won and covered 4 of the last 5 games that they have played. One of these teams that I like, middle of the pack, a little bit under the middle of the pack team, that when they're cooking along, they've got some value on them. Their spreads are a little bit inflated in the opposite direction that you will take them. So I really like the Spurs team here tonight. 8-2 ATS last 10 as a dog, 6-1 ATS last 7 versus a team with a winning record. When they're playing teams that are really, really solid teams, typically the Spurs are a little bit undervalued, and I think that's what they got here tonight. Not a ton of COVID issues on their side, partner, so I think they can get it done at home. Wouldn't be surprised if they get this one outright, but I'm taking and sticking with that plus 7 pretty firm here, partner.
All right. Last I saw it was down to like plus 6.5 across the market. I saw it last night and saw it at plus 8 and then saw it at plus 6.5. So, hey, I love it at plus 7. I think you're on the right side, especially with that line movement. You mentioned them winning against Utah the last time as double-digit dogs, winning outright. So, hey, I like that a lot. I think you found probably the most valuable play on the entire NBA slate. I see you have a closing point as per usual. Let them have it.
4-0 last 4 on Monday, dude.
Oh, the old lunes. The lunes day. That is for Espanol viewers out there. I love day of the week trends. Love the Monday trends. Hey. Especially coming out of Christmas vacation. Oh, fuck, I'm looking the wrong way. Coming out of Christmas vacation Monday trends, if you will.
Please.
Little hungover. Little like you feel like we might have gained 10 pounds.
Yeah.
Maybe instead of watching film, watch a few too many Christmas movies.
You know,
maybe we're
straight up
tapped
wins.
out.
The straight up wins have been rolling in for the Jazz. Another thing that I like, I mean, I mentioned as far as the Spurs being undervalued, Jazz have been winning a lot of games, but they haven't been covering. In the last 6 games, they've had double-digit spreads and haven't been able to cover it. So they drop it down a little bit. Now you got no Donovan Mitchell. Spurs offense actually really, really solid, and defensively has been the Spurs' problem, but you take out Donovan Mitchell, their leading scorer, that's going to give the Spurs an opportunity to kind of keep pace with them, in my opinion here.
Yeah, and I know you backed the Spurs a couple times in spots like this, and they've been really profitable for you. So,
Yeah.
it is after Christmas. I don't have to stick to my my
Come on
word
over.
anymore.
Come on over.
I'm gonna start dipping the toe in the deep end of the NBA
Yeah.
pool. So, we actually got a handful of NBA plays for today's special play. So stick around. Third segment of the day. That's the first segment of the day, unless partner you have anything remaining for your best bet.
No, sir. That's all I got.
All right, my friend. Moving right along, second segment of the day, my best bets of the day. Now, I did look at that Nevada play while you were talking there, dude. They're all over the map. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. It was a 65-yard return, but they're moving the line left, right, and it's one play. It's one play. It's one play. What are they going to have? What are they going to have? 7 kickoff returns today? Is that they're going to have 7 kickoff returns? It's just
I'll tell you right. I caught a 9.5 right before you kicked it back over to me. So if I get that, I might have a chance to middle on this one, dude. I might take it.
Oh, you're going what do you mean as far as middle?
Like if it drops all the way down
on the side? You're on this middling kick. What's up with this middling kick? You're middling
at least
left,
with these
right,
bowl
and center.
games and these like Christmas college basketball games, man. So I got Nevada at plus 9.5. They score a touchdown here, I might have the chance, if it goes back down to like 3, take Western Michigan side. If I only win one of the sides, I break even. If I can fit it into that little, like in this case, hopefully get to like between 3 and 9 points, I win both sides.
That's too much work. It's too much work. You're in the middle of a shot.
Whatever
you got to do. Do what you got to do with your middles, man. But me, I will stick to the straights. Second best bet coming from me. I actually got 2 more plays. Both of them are college basketball. You say, hey, there's only one college basketball game on tap today. Colt, how the hell do you have 2 plays? Well, guess what? The mid-major king is returning, crown firmly affixed upon my dome, and we got to play on the spread and on the total here today in the matchup between the Brown Bears and the Syracuse Orange. First one I'm going to give you guys is the spread. We're going to the dog. We're going to the Bears, the Brown Bears, plus 10.5. Down to 9.5 across the market, despite Syracuse getting pretty much every single bet on the market and pretty much every single dime besides about 2% of the money that's actually wagered on this spread. Despite that, that makes absolutely no sense to me. I don't understand why, but that's not the only key reason. I think there is some key reasons as to why we saw that, and it's because the Sharps know about a couple of things I'll tell you, and they're throwing a little bit of money around at the Brown Bears here. This is a huge layoff for both teams. They haven't played for 2 weeks, north of 2 weeks actually, the 10th and the 11th for both teams. I think Syracuse was on the 11th and Brown on the 10th. Either way, I don't see Syracuse running away with this game at any point because of that. And there are a few key things as far as their overall record and home and away splits. Brown is 8-5 straight up, 8-3 ATS. On the road, though, 3-1 straight up, 4-0 against the number so far. They've been severely undervalued on the road, and I think they are once again here. Cuse 5-5 straight up, 4-6 ATS overall. They've been far too inconsistent for me to back at 9.5, 10.5, 3-1 straight up, 2-2 against the number on their home hardwood. Cuse in this spot, much like Brown being undervalued, I think Cuse is being overvalued, and already told you guys again about the money, but the money is just money and bets. That's not only today. That has been since Thursday, Friday, when this line has originally been set, and the line has gone nowhere. It kicked up to 10.5 when everybody woke up and realized that there was a college basketball game to bet on today. Syracuse is playing the Brown and Ivy League school. I can already hear it now, my friends, but you don't believe me on my opinions there. A couple of key statistical things. Brown's defense keeps them in the game. They're 102nd in ADE, 184th in opponent effective field goal, 153rd in three-point percentage allowed, and 202nd in two-point percentage allowed, all per KenPom. Say, Colt, some of those are not the greatest, but I say to you, Cuse is playing even worse on the defensive side of the ball, and that also allows Brown to stay in this game. 173rd for the Orange in ADE, 247th in opponent effective field goal percentage, 247th in three-point percentage, and 252nd in two-point percentage allowed. I also see the hustle stats being the big thing that it comes down to. Turnovers and rebounds. Turnovers, if anybody's winning it on the defensive side, it's going to be Brown's defense. 49th in the nation per KenPom compared to Syracuse. 243rd in defensive turnovers. Also, I think the Bears have more than a shot in hell at winning the rebounding matchup here today. 129th in offensive rebounding percentage and 91st in defensive rebounding percentage for the Bears. Syracuse is 191st in offensive rebounding percentage and outside of the top 300 defensively, 312th per KenPom. Last but certainly not least, Brown has showed it, even though they've played a few lower level opponents, they've showed that their bench really allows them to keep pace and continue to score over the course of a game. They have put up over 70 points in 4 out of their last 5 games. I'll tell you about that here in a minute, why I mentioned that. But their bench ranks 95th in the nation per KenPom compared to Syracuse's 354th. You actually wouldn't believe that with a Boeheim team, but outside of the top 350, kind of wild. You don't believe me on all of that nonsense. You don't believe me on my dumbass opinions because I am just an analyst at the end of the day. Believe the trends. Brown, 4-1 ATS last 5 overall, 5-2 ATS last 7 as a dog, 4-1 ATS last 5 as a road dog. Brown is also 4-0 ATS last 4 road games versus a team with a winning straight up home record. 4-1 ATS last 5 lunes games as well. Syracuse 2-3 ATS last 5 overall, and 1-4 ATS last 5 as a favorite. First best bet out of this matchup, give me the Brown Bears, plus 10.5. Okay with it also, too, at plus 9.5.
I love it, partner. I actually am getting involved with you on this one at plus 9.5. Talk about monetary liability on the orange today, man. On the only game of the slate with an ACC team that's everybody knows and loves. Come on. Brown Bears ain't no. Yeah. Brown Bears ain't no joke, though, man.
Shout out our Ivy League guys. A Yale graduate. No, he doesn't like to say it, but I always give him shit for that because he is the most non-Ivy League guy you would ever put. Like, Ivy League guy in the dictionary, not Ted Mause. But, hey, shout out, Ted, if you're watching. Appreciate you. New lid on Dome. Got another play out of this one. Going to the total, partner. Now, was reading something a little bit a while ago. Don't remember where I saw it at, but they were saying sharp money was getting dumped on the under here, and it looks like it's just turning into a complete public side. I really think that the over is the much more valuable side, and I will tell you why. So my second college basketball bet, I'm taking the over 143.5. Almost every single damn book across the market does have the juice on this, minus 115, and it is ticked up a half a point, and I think that people are even more going to be buying into the fact that, oh my gosh, it's only up a half a point, that's nothing, we have to buy into the under, it's dropped it. It's going back to its original number of 146. It just dropped down a little bit. I'm not worried about that. 146 was in the middle of last week, too, so I'm not worried about that at all. I think this one goes well over. I see this as being a 78-72 game. Actually, either way, Brown could pull off the upset. I'm not saying that they do. I'll take every point that they give me, but 78-72 is right where I see this. 150 gets us well over that total that's set today. Syracuse has scored over 75, 75 or more in 6 out of their last 10 games, and I think that Brown has a little bit of an ability. I mentioned it. They're not great defensive, or they are great defensively, but Syracuse is not great defensively themselves. So I think Brown's going to have a little bit of an opportunity to go on some scoring runs. They have improved here over the last 5 games, 70 points or more in 4 out of their last 5 overall. Already mentioned that, but just to further hammer home that fact. And then if this game is kind of teetering around maybe the 137, 139, we're like, holy shit, we need to get this over. I think once the boys start going to the free throw stripe, it's going to go over, no question about it. Both of these guys both of these teams rather, shoot really well from the charity stripe. 74% for Brown and 75.8% for Syracuse. So not spectacular, but last time I checked, C's get degrees, and they did pretty damn well. They're shooting at least C's from the free throw stripe, so I think it'll help get it over. You don't believe me on all of that. Believe a couple of trends. Over 4-1 in Brown's last 5 overall, 3-1 in their 4 games on the road this year, 3-1 in Syracuse's 4 home games this year. The over is 5-5 in Syracuse's last 10 games, but They've had 3 straight unders. I think this is a trend breaker because they have hit the over they are 3-1 to the over rather in their last 4 matchups when the total is set in the 140s, and 7 out of their 10 games overall have gone over 143.5. Not to mention, Cuse's defense comes out a little lackadaisical after the Christmas holiday. The over is 6-1 in their last 7 Monday games. Give me all of the over here, minus over 143.5. I'm cool over 144 too. Wouldn't take it over 145. I think this finishes right around the 146 to 150 mark, but I love it over 143.5 here for sure for my second and now final best bet of the day.
I like it, partner. I will let you hammer this one home. I feel like I've just been ice cold with college basketball totals, so I don't want to drag you down on this one, but I do like it, man. I do really like it, but yeah, I'm going to be sitting on the sidelines for this one for you.
I got you, my man. Well, there you go.
For your sake, though. For your sake.
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate it. Yeah, so there you go. There you have it, my 2 plays. Feeling pretty confident about those 2. So that does it for my best bets of the day. Let's keep this proverbial podcast party going with the 3rd segment of the day. The special play of the day, the Monday Madness Parlay. Told you at the top of the show. 4 legs on this bad boy here today, paying out over 12-1 odds. So, without further ado, I will dish out. Actually, I will dish out nothing. Partner, kick things off with whatever leg you would like. Maybe start at the top with the very first leg that kicks off the slate, or maybe wherever you want to go. It doesn't matter to me. But 3 NBA legs, 1 NFL leg. Partner, wherever you want to start, let the kind folks out there have them.
Alrighty, partner. I'll kick it off in the NBA. First one on tap. We're going to the Houston Rockets and the Charlotte Hornets, and we are taking the favorite Charlotte Hornets, -6.5. Looks like -6.5 in certain spots, up to 7. Still feel confident up to there. Partner, a spread like this, and I know this isn't a full fade of the Houston Rockets because they were kind of chugging along for a minute. Now they've fallen back a little bit. They've got some COVID issues themselves as far as a lot of the depth on their team. So an already borderline G League roster is a full-fledged G League roster tonight. Yep. Hornets got a couple of guys out, but they still have a lot of really, really good playmakers in their roster tonight. Got the win against Denver a few days ago. They are well rested tonight. I really think a spread like that kind of tells me, at least in my opinion, it looks like the Hornets are going to beat the shit out of these Rockets tonight, partner. So that's leg number 1. Leg number 2. Go ahead.
You think I came to anything without trends ready to rock and roll?
Please,
Come on,
please.
guy. Come on, guy. The Rockets, 0-5 ATS last 5 games as a dog, 0-4 ATS last 4 games as a road dog, 1-4 ATS last 5 road games overall, and 7-16 against the number their last 23 games played on the day of Monday. Charlotte, 8-0 last home games overall against the number, 8-3 ATS last 11 overall, 5-2 ATS last 7 following an ATS win, 5-2 ATS last 7 as a home favorite, and 7-3 ATS last 10 after scoring 100 points or more in their previous game. Absolutely electric. Saw it at 5.5 last night. Ticked up to 6.5 this morning. Like you said, up to 7 in some places. Fine with it there. Partner, leg number 1, Charlotte Hornets -6.5 or -7. Leg number 2.
Leg number 2, we are going to the Dallas Mavericks and Portland Trail Blazers. We are going to the Dallas Mavericks money line in this one. Closest spread on the NBA slate today. Both these teams have some COVID issues, but it does appear that the Dallas Mavericks are going to be the more available team. One thing that's still a little questionable is Damian Lillard. He is questionable. Even if he's in, I still like this one, partner. But it does appear that the Blazers are going to be much more limited as far as their availability tonight. So that's the main spot here. Yusuf Nurkic out, Cody Zeller out, Ben McLemore, Robert Covington, Trendon Watford, Dennis Smith Jr. all out. And as I mentioned, Damian Lillard is questionable. If he's out, even better. If he's in, still like it. This Blazers team has been really, really inconsistent. And the Mavericks have been just a touch better as far as consistency and overall. So give us the Mavericks for leg number 2, partner.
I like that one a lot. Portland, you mentioned it. Half of their doggone team is out. I mean, three-quarters of their team is out, for crying out loud. Yeah. Pretty much a straight-up pick 'em. Either way, we took the money line. Doesn't matter. I do get a couple of trends. Nothing crazy. Mavs 4-1 ATS last 5 playing on 1 day rest. 8-3 ATS last 11 road games. 5-2 ATS last 7 overall. The Mavs have pretty much had success across the board against Portland. Last 32 meetings, they're 22-10 against the number, 8-2 against the number last 10 in Portland. I think this comes down. I honestly saw it too, and I said, partner, the Portland Trailblazers were -1 the last time I looked at it. What the hell happened? It completely flipped. That made us kind of look at it dead giveaway. I think Dallas takes care of business. I just think there's too many guys out for Portland, and it's kind of what's looming the largest for us. But there you go. There you have it. Oh, not to mention, hey, your boy, Portland Trailblazers, 6-21-1 ATS last 28 Monday games.
Ugh.
Please, partner, keep it going with the third leg on the Monday Madness Parlay.
All right, number 3, we are going to, looks like a little bit of a...
Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry. It feels like the people below me are fucking walking on the ceiling. I don't know what the fuck's going on right now, dude. Either it's an earthquake, there's in the middle of fucking Midwest nowhere, or they're fucking imploding this fucking building and it's all gonna come crashing down in a minute, or they're fucking walking on the ceiling. Partner, I am doing nothing. I have my legs crossed right now. There's no way I could be bouncing my feet, and I am kicked back in my chair. I don't know what's going on right now. It literally underneath me. That's why I keep taking my headphone off like this.
We got some more ceiling decorations.
Literally, I'm telling you, underneath
testing,
me, it feels like they are...
hammering the ceiling?
It's just like a fucking sprint. It's like a dead fucking sprint. It's the weirdest fucking shit. Hey, either way, don't ask me. I don't know. I'm not doing nothing. The battle rages on. Partner, third, I had to get it out. Third leg, please.
No, please.
Coming out of the Nets and Clippers matchup, what do we got?
Number 3, Nets and Clippers. You mentioned it, partner. We're going to the Nets -4. Line sticking right there. Paul George is out for a few weeks. They also have some COVID issues. A lot of guys out. And I know Kevin Durant is not in for the Nets, but as we saw the other day with the Nets, that was not really a problem. They did thwart off a big old comeback from the Lakers. That was more of a box score game than if you watched that game. The Nets were dominating that game for about 40 minutes of that game, and then Lakers had a nice run at the end to even come close and get it to a 7-point game. Without Kevin Durant, obviously the Nets are not a better team without Kevin Durant, but James Harden can be kind of the vintage, I don't even know if vintage is the right word, but the classic Houston James Harden that we all knew and loved, or maybe even hated if you didn't like him. But nonetheless, he's by himself with no other superstars. He is still able to control the entire game. And with Clippers being decimated like they are, partner, one of the things I love during this time that we are, one of the rare things that I love is that our friends at the Action app give us a projected starting lineup. For the Clippers, there's only 4 guys listed. You need 5 to have a starting lineup. There's only 4 guys listed.
Yeah.
A lot of guys that are really important for that Clippers team that are not playing tonight. So I think even the Nets without Kevin Durant, I think they still take care of business, cover the 4 points here.
I do as well. Drop down just for a brief amount of time, but I think that was to get more money in on the underdog here, the home puppy dog. But now it is back up to 3.5, 4. No problem. Might go back up to 4.5 by game time. So be sure you lock that in for the third leg. Brooklyn Nets -4. And then the fourth and final leg, we're going to the NFL matchup tonight. Partner, we'll talk about it a little bit more in depth of why we didn't go somewhere else. We'll stick a pin in the anytime touchdown score props, but without giving it away who we're taking, who do we got for leg number 4 on the anytime touchdown score market tonight?
To complete things out, we've got the man, Alvin Kamara, touchdown, anytime scorer. I saw it. I guess I didn't see where you were looking, what the odds were there, partner. I saw him at -110 where I was looking.
Plus 105 on FanDuel, down to plus 100 now. So you paid a little bit of juice for no reason. Transfer that money over to FanDuel, man. They give you better odds. I'm sorry, 100%. I don't mean to trash them out, but DraftKings gives you shit odds. DraftKings gives you shit odds.
I trash them myself. I don't know why I do it myself.
And it's a bad it's just a bad platform. It's a bad platform. 100%. I can't go to anywhere else without the whole fucking thing resetting and then me having to relog back in or fucking look back to it. No.
He ain't lying.
No. He ain't sponsoring this show, so hey.
He ain't lying.
Anybody else wants
no
to
reason
sponsor
why
the
not to.
show, but yeah, there you go. There you have it. Go ahead.
No, that's that's all I got here. Kamara, I think he is by far. It's going to be a low scoring game, but I think the Saints will do enough to scrap their way into the red zone, and nobody else is getting in the end zone for the Saints that I can at least put my money's where my mouth is, partner. So I think Alvin Kamara takes care of it. I think he gets in at least once. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets in twice, but I definitely love him to get in once.
100%. I agree with you there. That'll do it. That does it for legs on the Monday Madness Parlay. Total odds, 1,291. We'll recap all of that for you here in just a second. We'll recap all the best bets of the day. Want to stick a pin in real quick. We will come back to it. Second half of the show. Why we don't have any action on either side or the total here of the matchup. Also found a little boost, the Ringers boost on FanDuel that I might like. We'll talk a little bit about that too, and then we'll talk about the anytime touchdown score markets and kind of why we found the value that we did. So stay tuned. Second half of the show. I got a note written down here, so we'll kind of get into that after your sidebar, partner. But for now, let's recap all of today's best bets of the day. Got to do a little minor production duties here, if you will. No, that's the wrong fucking button. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Going a little bit brain neutral here. Let's kick it into first gear, now down to second. All right, there it goes. Attaboy Colt. Attaboy Colt. There's third and fourth gear. We're in business now. It's time to burn some motherfucking rubber. With the TTL Cruise best bets of the day. Oh, I apologize. Wait. Rip out your sports books, pull out your paper and your pens and pencils if you're a mistake-prone human being or whatever mode you utilize to take stock of the TTL Cruise best bets of the day, because as I bring my partner back in the screen with me here, it is time to recap our best bets for this beautiful Monday of bets, also known as, so you don't have to check your calendar, December the 27th in the year 2021. If you would so kindly turn your attention all the way up above us, top left portion of your screen, you see RMags picks. Just one pick coming today from him. He's going to the matchup between the Utah Jazz and the San Antonio Spurs. He's hammering in the San Antonio Spurs at +7, fine with the move down to +6.5 as well. Turn your attention up to the top right portion of your screen. You see my picks today. Two coming at you, both from the Brown Bears and Syracuse Orange matchup, college basketball matchup, taking the Brown Bears +10.5 and the Brown Bears for Syracuse Orange over 143.5 directly above us. We just talked about it, but now you see it live in prime time. The four legs on the Monday Madness Parlay, paying out at over 12-1 odds. Charlotte Hornets -6.5, fine with that, -7 as well. The Dallas Mavericks, money line. The Brooklyn Nets, -4. And Alvin Kamara, anytime touchdown scorer tonight in Monday Night Football in his New Orleans Saints matchup with the Miami Dolphins. That is 1, 2, 3, 4 plays, ladies and gentlemen, coming from the TTL crew that are primed. I say again, primed. I say a third time, primed for ticket cashing. But before we can get your bankrolls built, we need you to lock them in, hammer them home, sprinkle a little bit of dough down, whatever you need to say. Just make sure you get today's TTL crew best bets of the day in it, whatever the current best line is on your favorite sports book. Okay, partner. There you go. There you have it.
Glorious.
All right. So not the best looking here for old Nevada, but just kind of give a quick little update. Hey, things are happening. It's okay. It's the first doggone quarter. Things are gonna happen. It's end of quarter one. Second quarter, there's a lot of college football left to be played. Don't worry, boys and girls. Don't fret. Don't jump off the boat with old Colt yet. You see some additional wording, lettering, hieroglyphics, if you will, on the page there. Yeah. Moneyline Dice roll, shy-atoll. What the hell is a shy-atoll or a /atoll? Well, I'm so glad you asked, because we are the two guys to tell you. That stands for the Chicago Bulls and the Atlanta Hawks, and that is what the Moneyline Dice are rolling for today on their daily roll of the day. Now, we're doing something a little bit different, my friends. Something we haven't done before, I don't believe. I was trying to think of if we haven't done it that time before, and we have not. So typically, if you're not a fan of the show, or maybe you're now becoming a fan of the show, maybe you're just not a member of the TTL Faithful quite yet, Which, hey, maybe we need to open up a little bit of a Patreon or something. Who knows? Who knows? That's not what we're here doing. It's time for the Moneyline Dice. We'll talk about that later. But typically we do home away roll, right? We do Moneyline ATS roll. And then we do a wild card roll. We see what the dice are thinking. Are they going to double down, or are they going to say we need another roll, or we got to go to the total? Well, since the spread is so high in this game, since the money line is so high in this game, since the total is, we feel, just about set perfectly, which my partner will tell you all about here in just a moment, we're going to do one solo roll. We're going to do one wild card roll one time for the one time to see what the best bet is today from the Moneyline Dice. But before we let this baby rip, partner, please share with me what the current lines are, as well with our fine audience out there. Current spread, current money lines, current total. Where's this game being played at, if you could be so kind, sir?
All right, my friend. This one is in Atlanta, hot Atlanta tonight at about 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. NBA TV, the old national audience gets to watch this bad boy. But we've got the Bulls coming in as -6 favorites on the road in this one with a total of 209. A lot of COVID issues for the Atlanta Hawks in this one, friends. So obviously we're homers. We're not trying to homer out on this one. We're letting the dice decide. They are not Chicago Bulls fans. They are neutral objects. But Delon Wright is out. Trae Young is out. Jalen Johnson is out. John Collins is out. Kevin Huerter is out, and Sharif Cooper is out. So obviously the two most important players on the team are out, as well as a lot of depth guys. Lonzo Ball is out for the Bulls. Tony Bradley and Alfonso McKinney. So obviously starting point guard out for the Bulls is a tough one as well. Bulls are a lot healthier. They have already they're getting, for the most part, getting through all these issues. So hopefully, for our fandom, they can get all the way back. But it does appear that the Bulls have the more favorable edge as far as at least straight up. But at -6, I really do not know. A lot of money coming in on the Bulls. Makes me a little worried, makes me a little concerned. So we let the dice decide in this one.
That we do, partner. And without further ado, it is time to get into the only roll of the day. The wild card roll of the day. No money line, no home away, no ATS roll, just a wild card. So, my friends,
come on, dice.
With all faith in my heart,
come on, dice.
We all find out where we go for the first time since Christmas. They're in the holiday spirit. One time for the one time. We find out in 3, in 2, in 1. Away ATS.
Let's go.
Away,
let's go, dice.
ATS. Away,
we're seeing red, baby.
ATS.
We're seeing red.
The dice are seeing red.
Let's go, dice.
The dice have spoken. Yes. And Western Michigan only kicked a field goal on the 1-yard line. Thank God. Beautiful. But if you want to cash a ticket right here, right now, tonight, no questions, no qualms, no queries, not from me, not from Mags, not from any live human being on this planet, but from the inanimate, all-knowing, ever-present, cubicle, ever-powerful objects that be the Moneyline Dice. Hammer in right here, right now. Oh, shit, I've lost the side. Away ATS, the Chicago Bulls. -5.5. Also cool with, say the dice, -6.
Thank you, dice.
Thank you, dice. See red. Let's go.
See red, baby. Let's go.
See red all day long. All right. There you go. There you have it. Chicago Bulls on the spread for the Moneyline Dice roll of today. All right. There you go. There you have it. That seems like it does it for me for the first half of the show. I got nothing else in regards to the pick. Need a big Nevada score here. That would be really freaking cool. Would love them to get up to 10, because then everybody would be like, oh, this looks real convenient for the -7. I can't wait, dude. I can't wait. People are already saying that Western Michigan is elite. Like, we have played a quarter of a bowl game. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Call me crazy. Who am I? What do I know? Gladly eat my words later if this does not turn out to be a college football game. But last time I checked, it was a college football game. So, there you go. There you have it. First half of the show. Second half of the show, I still got the pin in the old Monday Night Football. There are a couple of Sheesh. There are a couple of updates. We got a couple of college basketball games already this week getting canceled. Per John Rothstein, couple of changes as far as movement to NFL schedule. So we got some shit to talk about for sure here in the second half. So hang out, stick around, get a refresher of your coffee, get ready for the nonsense of the second half of the show. But as always, we kick things off. Partner, anything burning on the brain, melting on the heart, festering on the soul that you have been dying to get out the kind folks that joined us on episode number 190, the TTL Pod, for your sidebar of the day on this gorgeous December the 27th, 2021.
All right, dude. So I do not have anything crazy today. We have not been here, not chatting. Well, I think we'll get some interesting conversation here because I am curious to hear your thoughts, and I've got some thoughts.
Yeah.
I'm interested in chatting about this last few days of NFL football, dude. We haven't been talking since Thursday, and there's been about a dozen games that have gone on, probably more than that, obviously. But I mean, you had Thursday through Sunday action. You called it on Thursday. The Titans, I mean, you took the spread, obviously, but basically +3. You're thinking they probably get that done outright. Titans take care of business against the Niners.
Sometimes you just got to have the yawns, man.
100%.
Sometimes you just got to have the yawns and remember that we bet numbers and we do not bet fucking teams. And the exact reason, I don't bet names. I don't bet storylines. The exact reason why, like, prime example, the exact reason why I took Nevada today, because literally everybody and their dog was writing the storyline of Carson Strong not there, yada, yada, yada. Granted, offense struggling right now. Everybody feels a genius as hell, but I don't know. Everybody zigs. I zag, my friend.
Well, so I'm glad that outcome happened because I had as much confidence that the Niners were probably not as good as you did, but you had a lot more confidence than the Titans, so I'll give you credit there. I think the story on those two teams, as far as drawing anything from that, is they're good, but they're not in that upper echelon. And people were starting to put the Niners back into here come the Niners, here come the Niners. Look back at who they beat the last 5 weeks. It's not exactly the stars of the list.
Speaking of the Titans, A.J. Brown looked fucking electric in his return. He was making some catches, dude. Oh, my gosh, he looked good. And then, Friday we had nothing, and
Saturday we obviously, I don't need to homer out about my Packers. It wasn't the prettiest win, but I'll take the W. But, I mean, the Colts taking down the Cardinals.
Always, Packers getting calls in Lambeau. Shocker.
Are the Cardinals dead, dude? Are the Cardinals dead, or was that a
box?
What's that?
I didn't hear any denial coming from that box. Are the Cardinals dead? Yeah, a little mumbly humbly. Are the Cardinals dead? Fuck, I think so, dude. I think so. I don't know why. I kind of do know why. Okay, here's my synopsis. One is if Kyler doesn't have D-Hop as oh fuck, this play is falling apart. Oh shit, there's D-Hop 50 yards downfield. He's in double coverage, but he can make a play. He doesn't have that option. There's nobody else outside of that. Like, Rondell Moore, in my mind, might be the closest option, and like Christian Kirk's a very good receiver. Like, they have other solid receivers on there, but without D-Hop, I mean, Zach Ertz can only get you so far as well in the receiving department. So that defense the defense doesn't worry me. The defense looks great, and man,
a little bit of regression, I would say.
We're in week 6. We're closing out week 16 with Monday Night Football, and people are still talking about, that Arizona Cardinals defense, a little fugazi. It's the only fucking thing they can hang their hat on right now. Kyler can't do anything. That offense just doesn't look right. No James Conner. James Conner having the career resurgence of a lifetime, going from Pittsburgh and the Steelers over there to freaking warm, beautiful Arizona. I mean, and then they have him out for a week, and it just doesn't look the same. I mean, we all have high hopes in Chase Edmonds week to week as fantasy players for sure too, but I don't know, man. They secured a playoff. They secured a they secured a playoff berth. Arizona did, so not to worry there. But
they're blowing the division though. They're gonna have to go on the road somewhere, man. To somewhere, like they're gonna have to go on the road to either L.A., Dallas, Tampa, or Green Bay, or if they win, they're obviously gonna have to go through a couple of those.
We ain't fucking going nowhere. To you audio listeners out there, I'm pointing to the Bears logo square in the middle of my chest. Colts might be in business, dude.
They might be.
That felt really, really good. The money line, everything felt good on that. Vikings still in the hunt, kind of skipping ahead going to Sunday, because I felt just about the same as that number, the Colts and the Vikings, as I did the the Colts and the Vikings and the Colts being at the same number, I guess, but the Vikings against the Rams. That one was bizarre as all hell to me, man. I even sprinkled on the money line. I think that the Vikings were supposed to cover that game. I think there was just a few goofy little things.
Yeah.
The special teams, just some little shit, man. Zimmer as a home dog, time and time again. I'll back 9 times out of 10. I'll back 10 times out of 10. I mean, I would not be afraid of taking that again, to tell you the truth.
Right. Also, you have a situation where Stafford knows that defense and Zimmer pretty well, whereas he doesn't have the same case as, where he's playing in the division where Zimmer knows his whole team. You know what I'm trying to say here, where you have a Rams team coming in and that the Vikings don't know as well, but you have a quarterback that does know the defense. I don't know, man. I personally, as a Packers fan, I'm not too concerned about the Rams, but the Rams are getting back rolling, getting some continuity as far as the pieces they brought in. They're starting to look a lot better.
They're looking good, boy. My Super Bowl ticket is not dead by any means. They're still in the playoffs. They should be good to go. Wild part, though, tonight, if the Dolphins win tonight, they could potentially be in the playoffs and bump the Ravens out and have a 25%, shout out Steve Kornacki. I got all of this from Kornacki. Shout out Kornacki. The Dolphins could be in the fucking playoffs. 25% chance to fucking go on that bet. I mean, hey, 25% chance is better than no chance to win that bad boy all the way. But either way, dude, I don't know. It feels like year in and year out, to get on a little bit of a rabbit hole before we dive into Sunday's games. Everybody always says, like, this is the craziest season we've ever seen. This is the craziest season we've ever seen. I feel like this is the fucking craziest season we've ever seen. This
actually has to be.
Every team is 7-7 or 7-8 or 8-7. I mean, there is no variance. And then you have like 3 teams that are 10-5, 10-4, 11-3, whatever the case might be at this point in time. 10-8 would be 10-5. Either way, like, what?
Well, you've also got all these terrible, like there's 5-6 terrible teams, but they've at least once knocked off one big boy at least at one point in the season, which is crazy. We don't typically see. Speaking of, man, the Chargers fighting for their playoff lives can't handle the damn COVID, probably the worst COVID situation that actually ended up playing with those situations. It was the Houston Texans. And the Chargers can't take care of business.
You mean the Houston fighting Daves?
That was as much the fighting Daves as we.
Old Davey Mills and old fucking Coach Dave Coley out there just fucking fighting. Dog, I looked at that shit and I said, "Do I live bet the fucking Texans?" Like,
dude,
they just looked better. They looked like they had more energy than, even though Chargers came and had a 12-7 lead. I still felt like Houston was winning that game, and I did not have the Yones to put them on the money line. I was like, Chargers have their playoff hopes on the line. This can't happen. No way. And sometimes, dude, you just need to, this team for some reason looks way better, even though they are the bottom of the earth when it comes to the league ratings in almost every statistical category. I think you got to hammer them in. So note to self, we only got 2 weeks left here of the regular season, but you feel like that, hey, get with it. Also, one of the hardest Sundays to cap, as we segue into Sunday here,
sure.
One of the hardest Sundays. I mean, at least 5 10-point spreads, at least 2 or 3 touchdown spreads, and then pretty much everything I had to play on was anything that was a field goal or less.
Yeah.
So, hey,
I went a little crazy with one. I ended up taking the Eagles.
Ooh, they did. Yeah, they did. You've been a big Giants fade train this year. Like, you fade the Giants.
Last few weeks, hell yeah. I don't think I've lost.
Center a lot. Yeah, that's I totally realized that you had been doing that. Also, the freaking shout out the Bills. I love that play for some reason. Like, I just woke up and I was like, man, this number's dropping. I don't think all that value or all those tickets are going to be on the 2.5. I think it's still coming in. I think they're still, let me get them. And the Jets too. Stop it. I'm liable to take
a fist bump on that one, dude. Let's get a fist bump on that one.
I'm liable to take the fucking Patriots at minus 15.5 this upcoming. There is no spot on this planet that the Jacksonville Jaguars need to be favored. But
no.
I don't know. Call me crazy.
But going back to the Patriots-Bills, is that more so as the Bills are finally getting into being the team that we expected coming in, or were we hyping up the Patriots' defense a little too much? I still like the Patriots a lot, but were they just hitting a red-hot streak, and now they've Still going to be a playoff team? Probably. Not in there yet, but probably with the Jags on their schedule next, getting to 10 wins.
Yeah, if they win out, they're cool.
I think even one win, I think they're cool.
I would say, honestly, the Patriots D. I don't know. They did not
Mac
look
Jones
good yesterday.
I guess Mac Jones also looking a little, the last 2 weeks has been looking a little shaky.
Yeah, but
I like him. I still like him a lot. I think he's
why.
going to be good. He hasn't been good the last 2 weeks, though.
Yeah, maybe
sides,
it was just a quick little couple of week progression. I don't know. They still make the playoffs. I don't know. Yeah, that was kind of wild. It was wild that Buffalo just shut them down in every facet of the game. They look
again.
So I guess you could chalk it up to that too. I mean, Sean's got the offense looking. Dabble's got the offense looking solid again.
Nevada touchdown, baby. Let's go.
Let's go! Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go!
Let's see.
I don't know. I'm interested to see what shakes out. That AFC East picture, especially if the Dolphins win tonight, which I think they do. I think they win, but okay. Do you want to? Quickly wrap up and let's take the pin out of the fucking NFL because that's a hell of a time. Dolphins winning tonight. So,
as
any
far
other
as
games?
Unless you want to gloat about the Bears beating the Seahawks and
I gotta be honest. I gotta be honest with you. Took an afternoon nap. Totally thought they lost the fucking game, and then fucking pulled it. I was all bummed, and I was gonna tweet some shit out, and then I pulled it up again, and I knocked the sleep out of my eyes, and I was like, they won 25-24.
Yeah,
I missed Big Dick Nick, and I went back and watched the 2-point conversion. I was just like, you've got to be shitting me. I missed all of that. So I went back and watched all of it, and then I was like, I'll always have high hopes for this tweet when I put it out because it's just like got smashed through the floor the last 4 or 5 weeks. And hey, finally worked one of those times. But I got nothing to gloat about, dude. What the fuck am I going to gloat about at fucking 4-10 with 2 weeks left to play? I don't. Come on. I don't.
I didn't have any action. I was so I've had a under 5.5 Bears plus 100 under 5.5 ticket sitting in my sitting in my active list for a while, and now they're starting.
So maybe
now they
I
got
do
the
care.
Damn Giants, dude.
Maybe I do care.
I needed them to lose.
Maybe
that
we get
stupid game.
two Bears outrights. All this Bears bullshit you've been talking. Any jab opportunity you get, maybe we do win the last 2 outrights. Maybe I got a reason to root.
You only need one. They're at 5 now. They're 5.
Oh, they're 5-10 now.
Yeah, you got the stupid Giants this week. I needed them to
lose
lose that. They could have won against the Giants and then lose the Vikings in week 18, and I would have been
we can't ever beat the damn Giants regardless of what we do.
You should win,
so
but
we should beat the brakes off of that Giants team or what? That's not even the Giants. That's a rendition of whatever the hell used to be the skeleton of the Giants.
Hey, but Joe Judge and Daniel Jones coming back. How about that?
Yeehaw! Here we go. Let's sign me up. Goodness gracious! All right,
that's all I got though.
Yeah, I did. There wasn't
Cowboys
anything else
beat
really.
down last night.
Oh. Disgusting. I was
really
out
much
of that
actually,
game by halfway through the second. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dolphins win tonight. A lot of potential playoff implications. A lot of potential.
Saints ain't dead for the playoffs either.
Saints ain't dead either. So this is a big game. Okay, so okay. Here's where we start. Spread.
Yeah.
Miami plus 3.5. They were the dogs for this to open up. The Saints were the favorites, but 3.5 point favorites, 2.5, 3. It kind of bounced all around. And then the news of Taysom Hill being out, and then kind of Ian Book now getting the start. That kind of did it too. Some other stuff completely flipped this number, made it a field goal in favor of the Dolphins, as we all are aware of now. If you don't know about the line movement, so that. Number one really worries me with how this split is. It's like high 60% bet percentage and like 70-80% money. I think majority of that is going to be on the Dolphins at the plus 3.5, maybe plus the 2.5, even maybe plus the 1.5 when it went down to that. But at the favored number, I don't necessarily know. Right? And it seems way too damn easy. Okay, that's number one. Number two, I am nowhere near in my right mind. Number one, you know how I feel about the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. You know how I feel about the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. I will never speak bad about a program that does put in work and has some fans of the show and friends of the show, I will say as well. But I don't fucking like the Irish. Okay, so no way am I gonna put my money on Ian Book Not the fact that he's only just an Irish, but I've seen a little bit. I don't know. I don't have all the faith in his first opening game against the Miami Dolphins defense that he's going to have any success.
Right. To take any bias away from you, obviously you don't like the Irish, but I mean, my phone actually just died, so I can't double check this. I don't think he's taken a snap in the NFL, has he, Ian Book? And
preseason, but I don't think in the regular season, no.
No, and against this, you mentioned that this Miami defense, both these defenses are playing really, really well right now. Like you said, I would like to back the Saints because I trust Sean Payton and I trust this damn defense against this Miami team, but I don't have any interest in, putting any money where the quarterback hasn't taken a snap in his career in the NFL. And honestly, like, he was a good college quarterback, but it wasn't like he was like.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Hold on. I hope he tunes in live. I love when people try and call me out on shit. On Twitter and shit, Don't fucking try and call me out because I just sat here on this show and gave you every reason possible as to why I wanted to take Nevada. So don't but why me. I sat here with everything. So I hope you tune in live. Rewind all the way to the show if you want to. I digress here, partner. I apologize. I just saw a but why pop up. I just spent fucking 15 minutes telling you but why. I don't play that. But outside of that, okay, yeah. So I don't trust him. I appreciate you giving a little bit of validity to me there. Outside of that, looked into the touchdown props markets.
Before you go there, the under is like 37, 38, right?
Yeah. Under 37 the last time I looked.
Gun to my head, I love taking an under when the spread is under 40, college football or NFL, but I just don't know.
Yeah, I just don't know either. I mean, I like the under, that under 44.5. Okay, so that ringer one, before we dive into these
I was going to ask you.
So that ringer one where Dolphins plus 3.5 and under 44.5. I like the under 40. I think this goes under 37.5. I truly do. I think this could be like a 13-7 game. I think this could be just
I keep talking myself into it.
I want to.
I really think so.
I want to, but I just don't know if I can or not. So,
is it? I think I'm the Big Ten guy. This seems like a Big Ten game in fucking disguise over here, man. And I'm just sitting over here, and finally I need something to slap me in the face and reveal itself. Hey, this is actually Rutgers versus Purdue. Take the damn under.
Yeah, 150%. I think that's the way this shakes out. Both defenses are seeming to kind of loom large to me, and that segues. They're playing well, and that segues me into the prop markets. Okay, right.
Yeah.
We had Alvin Kamara on the Monday Madness Parlay, right? Plus 105 down to plus 100, minus 110 on DK. So hey, I think we're in the right spot there. I think if anybody's getting in, he's getting in. But what really interested me when I looked this morning, I said, I'd like the Dolphins, all right? And then the first thing I mentioned, my first reason was why it kind of led me away. And I was like, all right, let's look at the Saints. Second reason, we talked about Ian Book, led me away from them. Looked at the total, we just kind of talked about it. One way or another, I think it stays under. I keep talking myself into it, but it seems too doggone easy. I don't know. So I then look into the TD score props, and I say, okay, let's see who's scoring. What are the books feeling here? I couldn't believe my eyes. He has dropped down, but I think because of probably the sheer volume, maybe the sheer volume that the books would like you to think is coming in on a prop market. Jalen Waddle was at plus 220, now down to plus 185. I have hated star receivers at plus 180, 185, plus 190. They have been terrible in that spot all year long. Myles Gaskin.
To go back, like you said, as far as them making you think, I mean, I don't think there's a lot of value. If you see a star receiver like that with odds that high at that plus money, that should sound like a trap to you because they can even, take away some of the liability if he does, but they can still trap you into thinking that it's, moving in the right direction for you. You know what I mean? As far as going down to 180.
Yeah, 150%. And then that was kind of my rationale with that one too. And then Myles Gaskin, almost the same thing, 185 down to 170. So, nothing crazy, but just a little bit of enough movement, we better get in on that. And that would be
one where I'm kind of interested, but the odds on it, it's a red flag to me.
Red flag to me, too. And then outside of those three, dude, there was Nobody under 200. Nobody under 200. The next closest one is Duke Johnson at plus 240. Care to take a stab at who the next closest anytime touchdown scorer is after Duke Johnson at plus 240? I'll give you it's plus 260 odds. Care to take a stab?
Is it Mike Gesicki?
No.
No?
No.
Then I don't know.
Ian Book at
You're
plus
lying to
260.
me.
Next odds up, Ian Book.
What, are they going to use him like Taysom Hill?
Maybe. Next one's up, Devontae Parker, plus 260. Gesicki then rounds out the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He is the 7th, plus 310. I'll round out the 10th for you. Marquez Callaway, plus 320. Mark Ingram, plus 380. Traquan Smith, plus 390. Marquez Callaway and Traquan Smith are about the only fucking receiving options that New Orleans has to ever get into the end zone. And they're above 300. The books don't do that. The books don't give you 3-1 odds on an anytime touchdown score when they're the wide receiver 1 and 2. So I have a hard time seeing. And then QB1 Ian Book now has hardly ever played, and now he's if I'm not mistaken, I'm sorry, he is the highest. He is literally the highest New Orleans player outside of Alvin Kamara. Ian Book is at plus.
That's a joke, man. That is a freaking joke. That's why, I mean,
I don't know.
The odds of Kamara at where they were, I don't want to say it's a red flag, but it's at least like typically when he's definitely getting in, it's like minus 150. But if Ian Book is number 2 on their team, I mean, Kamara is the only one that I can confidently say, like, all right, Sean Payton's going to give him the ball. He's going to be either just blindly just handing it to him 50 times in this game or being a receiving security blanket like Kamara. It has to make some plays on offense to do anything as far as give some comfort to Ian Book or even win the damn game. Yeah, good grief.
Yeah, dude. I don't see how New Orleans scores, and I don't see how Miami scores.
I'm taking the under. I'm taking it.
I'm
taking it. I got my damn phone died, so it's giving me a second to process and think about it, see if I really, really want to do that. But like I said, I think it's a damn Big Ten game in disguise, dude.
So, okay. All right. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Total on DraftKings, 38. Total on FanDuel, 37. Bet Rivers and Westgate middling at 37.5. I want that under 37 so bad too, dude. Especially this total hasn't done jack shit, and the over is seeing 70% of bets and 77% of money. The over hasn't done jack shit.
Give me a break.
Oh, and the under's still getting the juice, dude. Like, oh man. I also think I'm gonna lock in the ringers. I think I'm gonna lock in both.
I really like that, man.
I really like that one too. I think those are gonna be valuable. So, okay, there you go. There you have it. That's why we didn't like anything out of there. But obviously, those anytime touchdown scores, I really wanted to touch on that because those markets that confused me the most, man. I was just like, what the hell is that?
One more thing, if you want to get crazy, I think the answer is you and I, maybe not, or at least myself, maybe a little sprinkle on either team's defense to get into the end zone.
I was kind of thinking. I mean,
both defenses are playing really well.
And either
right now,
way, both are at plus 500 odds, if I'm not mistaken, or above 500 odds. So I mean, either way, if one of them gets in, you're getting paid out. Plus 600 Miami, New Orleans plus 650. So they've both gone up to above now plus 600. But at the same time, I'm not necessarily all too worried about that. So I don't know.
If you're getting crazy. Which I probably don't advise in a game like this, but if you want to get crazy.
Yeah, maybe I'll get crazy. Maybe I'll get wild.
I might get crazy.
I don't know. Yeesh. All right.
Because, dude, Sean Payton's defense are against Tua right now, man, and a Miami defense that's playing well against Ian Book. Good. Give me a break, man.
That's kind of what I was thinking, man. But who am I? What do I know? I don't go live every day with you and talk about plays and our picks and what we do and instead of hide behind avatars. But who the fuck am I? That's actually really got me pissed off. I don't fuck with that shit, dude. Like, go live, start your own show, pop your face on the fucking screen, and have the Yones talk about your own fucking plays. Like. Sorry, dog. Like, sorry. I'm going to get on a soapbox for a minute. We talk about that with Wise Words guests all the time. Fuck you. We get here live every day. Me and this guy to my left, and we sit here, no holds barred. We don't worry about anything whatsoever and put our faces and our picks and our plays and hammer shit in live on the show without saying anything. We don't throw any negativity, no toxicity out there. You're going to play that shit like we don't fucking do this every single fucking day. That's cool. That's cool, bro. No problem whatsoever. That's cool. No problem whatsoever. Just know, that's cool. I see you. That's cool.
Yeah, 100%, dude. I mean, I see a dude. I mean, we've never shouted about on the show, but, and, credit to him, along with us, as far as clapping back on these fools. Greg Peterson, a guy in college basketball space who literally gives out size and totals for every single college basketball game, and people chirp at him, like, calling him a scammer. We do this for free, dude, as far as giving out plays. Like, don't call us scammers. We give it out for free. What do you want us to give back to you?
And I woke up this morning and put my $25 on the +6.5. I'm currently sweating that right now. I'm not just giving that out and then putting my dick in my hand and hoping that everybody else has fun. So I don't fuck with that, and we're going to set the precedent right here, right now, that it ain't ever going to be like that with the TTL crew. We never hide our losers from you. We are 150% full transparency. If you haven't seen that by now, I will always tell you why I'm taking a play, not just you should believe me. Actually, as a matter of fact, partner, I think we did something that nobody else in the entire industry has ever done that I've seen so far. We did live handicapping on our Christmas special show and literally gave out stats and went step by step and money splits and everything we look at, and not just giving you bullshit stats and just saying things. But again, who am I? What do I know? Hey, whatever. In the Christmas spirit, want to give a little gift of a jab, trying somebody to jab me. Chestnut checkers, papa. Chestnut checkers. It's okay. It's all good. Hey, all love. Everybody love everybody. Hope you have a spectacular day. Let's move on, partner, before I...
sounds like, I don't know if you can hear it. Sounds like I've got my kitchen cabinets falling down outside of the cabinet.
Oh, was that going on? I thought that was me. I didn't know what the hell was going on. Outside of that, didn't do a whole lot too crazy over Christmas. I think in anything else I'm trying to any other sports or anything else that kind of happened that I didn't think about, that didn't come to my mind outside of the NFL. I know we spent some time on that, and then obviously talking about Monday Night Football tonight.
I'm thirsty for some college basketball, dude, and football for that matter.
Speaking of, you mentioned it. Virginia Tech, North Carolina canceled this week per John Rothstein. So damn you, really? Uncle COVID. Yeah,
these conferences got to change their damn forfeiture laws, man, or not laws, rules as far as they set preseason. Shit's a lot different than what they were thinking it was. I keep popping it up, and Cincinnati beat Providence because of a forfeit. Come on, change the damn rules. Either reschedule it or just cancel it.
Tough bounce for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Speaking of NFL earlier, Bruce Arians says Shaq Barrett has a sprained ACL and MCL. Ouch. Not the most ideal time. No. I don't know what the hell happened to the Buccaneers, Bob, but fucking shit, damn near every single one of their players right now is out injured. Every star player, at least. I mean, they're playing with nobodies right now. I mean, it feels like I'm watching my Bears team, for crying out loud.
Yesterday it looked like just Tom Brady, Antonio Brown, and Gronk, and that was about it, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Shout out to the Buccaneers. We'll see see if they can. T's and P's, actually, not shout out. T's and P's. Hopefully, they can get that injury ship in the right direction. Okay, outside of that, there was one other. They flexed some games, but I'm not going to be able to find it now. It's all buried. They flexed some games on Sunday. They moved some from the noon slate, noon or one slate, whatever, to 325, 425. Moved a couple. I think one was Ravens-Rams, and then.
Yeah, I don't know. Did this just happen?
It was like just as we started going live.
Okay.
I saw.
I know Packers Vikings are on Sunday night this week. I don't know if that was originally scheduled or not.
Yeah, yep. I don't know. We'll see. Who the fuck knows if half the games might get canceled? It seems like the old Omnibots are fucking out here just destroying motherfuckers. Fucking stupid. If I got a bone to pick with anybody, fuck that fucking Omicron. I'm about done with whoever the fuck this jackass is, roaming around all the place, fucking up all the people I know and love and care about. This is a bunch of bullshit. Yeah, just I had almost forgotten we were out of a pandemic, and now all of a sudden we are seeming to be deep back in the son of a bitch, and I'm hearing word on the street that we got restrictions. We got new restrictions coming in and tightening back up again. Fuck you,
know,
COVID.
Fuck you.
Wherever you are, you can fucking
can
hear me, you bastard Omicron. Son of a bitch. If I see him, I'm beating the shit out of him. Just you all know that, all right?
What's the Kevin Hart thing? What's the Kevin Hart thing as far as his uncle and cancer? Tell cancer if I see that motherfucker. What does he say? I shouldn't even try. I'm butchering it already, but
I don't remember when. I don't remember what that one was from. Is that from a newer one?
It was like his uncle. Their mother dies from cancer or something like that, and his uncle doesn't realize that cancer's sickness, and he thinks it's a person. Like.
I don't remember what that.
So yeah, I'm
what
terribly ruining this joke, but
yeah, that's all right.
Anyways.
We'll get out a bowl.
I guess.
Not the sharpest bowl in the bowl drawer.
Yeah.
Shout out Theo Vaughn. You ever walk into a sentence and just say, "Get me the fuck out of here"? There you go. There you have it. Outside of that, nothing all too major to talk about in relation to sports gambling, any funny haha business. You guys got any questions? Doesn't look like it. Comment section pretty free and clear. Okay, well, partner, we don't do enough, dude. But why? We don't have any. We don't provide any value, my man. Appreciate all of you guys who do see the value. Appreciate you guys who shout us out. Love all of you guys. Partner, what do you got?
I forgot to mention, this is totally unrelated to what you're dropping down. I saw a trend as far as the NFL is concerned. When a team spread, I'm trying to pull this out of my ass with my head because my phone died. Something about as far as 6-point movement. No, seriously, 6-point movement for one team. If it moves in the favor of that team is 14-6 ATS this season.
So Miami.
Would
be the play.
Yeah. As far as that trend is concerned, yeah.
Okay. Well, that came out of nowhere. We talked about put a cherry on Miami a little while ago,
something.
But I'm glad you had that. There you go. Was talking about the couple of key announcements. First one, Wise Words, our second show. Season 2, episode number 5 dropped last week. If you missed that, featuring the legendary Jared Smith of Pickswise now. Held a lot of positions in the industry, but currently at Pickswise as their lead betting analyst and host of a couple of shows that they do there, as well as some additional content. So go check that out. Another absolutely loaded episode. We talk sports betting in general, kind of his start in the industry, just loads and loads. It was a really cerebral episode, honestly. The more even kind of like thoughts and processes for just like day-to-day life too. It was a solid episode. I really liked it. Not to toot my own horn, but I go back toot our own horn. I go back and watch it just to see what I missed, because sometimes, man, I get in there and I get to talking and I get in the zone and I just kick it into fourth gear and we just rock and roll. We burn some rubber. Peace and love. See you later. I'm like, what the fuck did we just talk about? And then I go back and I'll start editing. I'm like, oh shit, we did talk about that. Oh damn, there was some.
Yeah, dude,
so, even stuff we don't talk about. I have stuff I want to talk about in my head, and the conversation goes a different direction. It's like
I truthfully have at least one piece of information or advice or something that I at least take stock of every
100%.
Single time, dude. Every single time.
100%, and it's our damn show, and we go back and watch it. So, who are we? What do we know? Who are we to say? But it's by gamblers for gamblers, featuring some of the brightest, sharpest, most electric, and wisest names in all the sports gambling industry. Make sure you go check that out. We are going on a little bit of a hiatus. No show this week. Potentially no show next week either. During the holiday season, a little bit harder to get a hold of everybody. They're traveling. They're doing all types of stuff, get stuff scheduled up. So if we can get somebody locked down, we got a couple of people we've been having conversations with. If we can get somebody locked down for next week, we will. But for now, bank on no show for next week, and then we'll resume with Season 2, Episode number 6. That will be the, drum roll please, 11th. Nice, Mags.
Was that right?
Yeah, January the 11th of 2022. So there you go. There you have that. And then Cup of Joe on Campus, Probably won't have it this week either. We'll restart next Saturday, January the 8th. We'll be back in action there. Probably, it seemed like every other show on the market took Thursday off last week, and we had a show. We did a 2.5-hour show, for fuck's sakes. It wasn't like we did any, so we did a 2.5-hour show. So we potentially might take Thursday, Friday off this week for the new year, a little bit of reset for the TTL crew, because the way things are shaping up, looks like we got a pretty big 2022 ahead of us. So we're going to take a couple days off, get the mind, get the body reset, and be ready to rock and roll for you guys again. We cannot wait to share some of these new developments, new things with you guys. Constant growth, constant improvement every single day from us. You know the drill, but looks like 2022 is going to be some fun. So we'll see what happens.
As far as TTL stuff, 100%, but also as far as sports action, dude, it's the time where once you get through the new year, it's January through damn March Madness, where it is daily just piles of action.
Speaking of, get it hammered in your brains now, my friends. We're bringing back the TTL Crew's March Madness Challenge again this year. The Barstool Fund is still going on, still going around. Yeah, but we're still in the middle of a pandemic, so that
we'll see.
We might go there. There's also a couple of other charities I got involved with over the last year. Just special place in the heart, just some stuff like that. So we can talk about it. But if you guys don't know, if you didn't participate last year, we do a mega pot. We might even bump it up. Why the fuck not? $20 for entry. Who the fuck cares?
What was it, 10 last year?
Yeah, $10. $20. What the fuck ever? It's whole bracket, whatever. We do 50-50 pot. 50 to the winner. Straight winner, no second, third, fourth payout, none of that. Just straight up winner take all. And then the other 50% goes to, we might even do charity of winners choosing or just charity of our choice. We did Barstool Fun last year because it was dead ass during the time of the pandemic, and it fucking worked out perfect. So we'll do that again. We'll do the 50-50 split pot. So I know we're still a while, but hey, we sleep in March and it's coming up quick, fast, and in a hurry. I didn't think I was going to be saying. We sleep in May, my friend. We sleep in May. I said March. We sleep in May.
We got 5 minutes in March.
We got plenty of. We sleep in May. We got plenty of other shit to go. Also, didn't think I was going to be saying it was December 27th. It seemed like yesterday it was April the 26th. So, still trying to figure out what the fuck's going on here. Somebody hit the speed up button on the calendar. How fast they're getting ripped off of the sheets are getting ripped off there, but. What do I know? There you go. There you have it. Been a lonely day, week, month for UFC fans. Going to be a little bit while still yet.
Are they getting right back in the boat with the pay-per-view, or is there a couple fight nights before they go?
I think there's one fight night and then maybe two fight nights. I think it's January the 8th. No, I think the 11th. Not the 11th. We already talked about that. Whatever that weekend is, I don't know. I'm not looking again.
For sure.
I've been working on this college basketball blog. Still doing some different stuff there. Not 100% sure. Didn't do the most work. It was Christmas. Fuck off. I didn't do the most work I could have done on it. So.
Yesterday, yesterday was one of my only days of relaxation. I played about 6 hours of Madden yesterday, dude. Oh, it was nice.
Just fucking click off the brain. Yeah, dude.
100%.
I did the same. I haven't gamed in months. Months I have not gamed, and I played so much fucking UFC, Madden, and NHL that I'm surprised my hands still work, dude. I gamed for north of 36 hours straight. Like, I was fucking on it, boy. I have not fucking gamed in so long, and I was just like, just nothing on the map. And especially Friday, where there was no action, didn't have to worry about shit or cap anything. I was just like, bro, I am turning the box on at fucking 8 a.m., and it's liable not to come off again. Like, it's a fucking day. So, it was an absolute blast. So, yeah, maybe we'll get you a couple of days. You can get that brain reset as well here. Coming up, I know you ran all over the place.
Not to bring it up, because it was bittersweet, because you said it was so nice, like a nice reset of no action. Like, all right, take a day off. But it was still just like, I got to like 7 p.m. and I was like, so there's really nothing going on here? Like, I can't even, like, I don't even have to watch. Like, I can at least just give me a little action here.
I was trying to bet on darts. I was trying to get something right. I mean, fucking shit. Just like, hey, you guys got any of that action, man? You got any of that action around here? Come on. What the fuck? I'm saying, dude, I was all
responsibly.
Hey, 100%. Be who you can afford to be. As always, you know we're fucking joking. Gamble responsibly, for fuck's sakes. RMags Extra Cheddar stays fucking hot. Dude, I put together my own SGP because they fucking, I'm sorry. They didn't offer Aaron Rodgers 4+ touchdowns, and the 2.5 didn't make it juicy enough. So I did your Devontae plus 2.5. Yeah. I did Lazard anytime, or not plus 2.5, two plus touchdowns. Sorry. Yeah. Fucking all over the map today.
Yeah.
Lazard anytime, and then the 13.5. All those cash. I added Mercedes Lewis anytime.
No, 13.5 didn't end up cashing either.
Did it not? I thought it did.
No, they only won by 2.
Oh, fuck. Okay, never mind.
That game got sweaty as fuck.
Yeah. So, never mind. It didn't end up cashing that well.
The blog still went positive.
But it still went hot. It's still hot.
I still went positive. That Allen Lazard touchdown was juicy enough for me. But 2 and 4 with those extra stocking stuffers. No regrets, though.
No regrets, dude. No regrets.
I thought I was going to hit at least one of them.
No regrets, dude.
He tried to get Lewis in the touchdown or in the end zone at once.
2 more weeks of extra cheddar. Maybe we have regular season extra cheddar. Maybe we have some. We probably only 1 week of
5 more weeks of extra cheddar.
Probably only 1 more week of postseason extra cheddar, and then it'll just be classic Packers as we've all come to know and love. They come in, they show up when it really matters, and they actually have to play stiff competition. They actually got to play the real guys.
Yeah, they haven't beaten anybody good this year.
Brain goes neutral, and not anybody good that was playing a worth a fuck at a time or didn't get 15 calls in their favor on the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field. But who the fuck am I? What do I know? I mean, maybe it's only the Packers fans who are saying that all of this is just a bunch of nonsense, and every other fan of the NFL is like, how does this fucking shit keep happening? But whatever. I digress.
Yeah, Packers get all the calls.
We'll see you in the NFC Championship and just
where our
stumbling over your
never
shoelaces.
Gets a single call. Oh, my bad team never gets any calls.
Fucking Marquez Valdez-Scantling dropping his 70-yard bomb to put you guys up in the NFC Championship. It's okay. It's all right. We know what to expect at this point. Just like we know my Bears are going to suck all year, we know the Packers are going to bite it right at the end when it matters the most. So
you fell asleep during your team's game yesterday, Bob.
I fucking did. I don't give a fuck. I did. I haven't not slept halfway through a Bears game on a fucking afternoon slate since fucking week 2. I don't give a fuck. Oh, it's been a rough year, Bob. It's all right. Once Aaron goes to Pittsburgh next year, you'll be right in the same boat with me. So, all right, there you go. There you have it. How about some motivation minutes? Before that, make sure you go to talkingtheline.com. You want more TTL crew content, all of our additional content, our written content, our video content, everything in between. It's all on talkingtheline.com. Even our live lines and odds, our best bets. You can bet from our page. Everything. Just go check it out. Talkingtheline.com, or also check out this episode's description, the link tree. It is the first link there. All right. That's all I got officially. Motivation minutes, my friend. Ready to rock and roll? Or you got anything else over there in your box, my man?
Phone's been dead for 10 minutes, so I have no idea what the hell's going on anywhere. Is Nevada? What's that Nevada score before we go on, for my sake here?
Nevada score is, drum roll please. Brrr. Oh, fuck, I'm on the wrong game. Uh-oh. 24-10 going into halftime.
Okay.
They're first and goal. It looks like Nevada can't score. They just can't get it going, moving and grooving. But we'll see. There's a whole second half to play, dude. That's
a ball game left.
There's a lot of ball game left. Shout out our boy Zach. Zach Schultz. He must have just finally saw it when James Robinson went out yesterday. I did a T's and P's for him. Just a little Redbird for life deal. I was like, anytime our guy, that's our guy. We can't fucking not shout him out. So I shouted him out, and Zach just saw it, and he did, I'm in a glass case of emotion underneath it. So, fucking sucks. But before we get down another rabbit hole, there you go.
Please,
you have it.
Take us on.
Hey, shout out Uncle Joey if you are watching. Joe D'Amico. Follow him at Joe D'Amico Wins, and his wife at the First Lady of Vegas. 2 of our most favorite people in this entire industry. They're actually starting a husband and wife, the first ever husband and wife duo show brought to you by Sports Memo in the sports gambling industry tomorrow. So, hey, shout out to you guys. Just saw you commented. Appreciate the hell out of you, Uncle Joey, for one of our first connections in the industry. Yeah. We appreciate you big time. Hope to see you soon. We plan on making a trip out to the hole in the desert out there that you guys call sunny Las Vegas sometime soon. So there you go. There you have it. Appreciate you, Uncle Joey. Outside of that, partner, Motivation Minutes time. Let's
Take
keep
us
me
home.
on track here. Take us home. Here we go. Home stretch, baby. Oh, now the mouse is dying. All right, here we go.
Oh, boy.
Here we go. Time for Colt's Motivation Minutes. All right. As per usual, start the week off. First of the 2 usual John Wooden quotes. Now, this one, I don't really know how to preface this one because this one's pretty deep. It's simple, it's easy, but it's pretty doggone deep, and I think so many people forget that this is kind of the key to life. And people might not even realize that John Wooden said this quote. They might know the second half of the quote, but maybe not the first half of it. So, quote of the day before I get into a little perspective from John Wooden, the legendary college basketball coach John Wooden. It's the little details that are vital. Little things make the big things happen. It's the little details that are vital. Little things make the big things happen. And I'm sure one way or another we've all heard little things make big things happen. And my friends, I kind of talked about it, last Thursday when we did the closing show for Christmas special of putting kindness first during this time of the year. And kindness starts where selfishness stops. Letting people cut you in line to get the last minute Christmas gift. Letting people cut you in traffic because everybody's in a hurry. Whatever the case might be. And in order to do that, in order to put selfishness aside and find others, or put others first rather, it takes recognizing all the little details. It takes slowing down enough to think actively when you're in line and you see a mom behind you with 2 screaming little kids, instead of being pissed off, taking stock of her full-ass cart and saying, damn, she probably wants to get the fuck out of this store even worse than I do, and saying, hey, go on ahead in front of me. I only got 2 things. Fuck it. I'm in a hurry too. I want to get the fuck out of here, but let me help you. It takes taking stock of those little things in order to get you further in life, get you where you really want to be. And it's so funny, like the littlest things are what are the most important, man, because they are what set the foundation and the building blocks of when you get to the big things and the huge goals and the, oh shit, I'm on the ledge, I gotta jump moments. I know I fuck with you on this all the time. We have laughs in this all the time, but something as simple, I fucked with you on it last week. Something as simple as having your dinner, tossing your dishes in the sink and letting them soak overnight, and then I do them the next morning when I get the fuck up. Something is so simple as making it a discipline, a habit, instead of, bam, I do that, I'm going to do it right now. Another John Wooden quote, already said it, if you don't have time to do it right, when will you have time to do it over? Fuck, maybe tomorrow morning you got 15 things that smack you in the face you didn't know about. Now, them fucking dishes sitting in the sink till 3 p.m. Then you got an afternoon of fucking shit that smacked you in the face again, and now all of a sudden you got more dishes on top of your dinner dishes from tonight's and last night's dinner dishes on top of tonight's dinner dishes. That's so many fucking dinner dishes, you don't know what the little things are anymore, and you're worried about all of the nonsense. So do yourself a favor. Don't do me a favor. Stop spinning yourself wild, not focusing on the little things. Slow down. Take time to take stock. The old saying, take time to smell the roses. Slow down. Take stock of those little things, because the better you get at the little things, and maybe from a gambling perspective, the better you get at the small little processes, tweaking the little things in your process, the better the big picture becomes. The long-term picture that you become better and better over time. The more you focus on the little tweaks day in and day out, the more long-term you become better. And the best part about this one, and almost every John Wooden quote, is that it can be applied across any part of your life, sports gambling, your regular life, wherever you want to go. And I think it's so important. I think this one might be one of the most important. I feel like I say it every time, but this one might be one of the most important ones yet. My friends, it's the little details that are vital. Little things make the big things happen. It's the little details that are vital. Little things make the big things happen. Slow down. Take some time to take stock of the big things, or the little things, rather. And the big things will come much faster than you ever anticipated. And that does it for my Motivation Minutes of the day.
Very solid stuff, my man. Don't have too much to add other than to bring it full circle from last week. You don't host the Tropical Cafe Smoothie Frisco Bowl without taking stock of those damn little things as well.
You don't host the Tropical Smoothie Cafe Frisco Bowl without taking the stock of the little things on the road to the bowl glory. I fucking love it, partner. Way to bring it all the way full circle and bring it home, baby. Finish it with some motivation officially and some laughs. My motivation minutes of the day. All right, my friends. Here, 42 minutes after the top of the hour. Appreciate every single one of you that hung out, stuck around, chatted with me and my partner, and dove into some rabbit holes with us over the course of today's show. About to wrap it up, but before I put a bow on it in the festive holiday season, if you will, partner, anything else coming from your box over yonder?
No, sir. It does sound like, if you can hear it, partner, my lunch is apparently done. Which
yeah,
I
it
didn't
sounds
know
like that
made,
too.
But
hey,
yeah,
there you go. Sounds like you're going to have some num-nums ready for you as soon as we get off the show. So there you go. There you have it.
Grief.
All right, my friends, last but not least, we will see you on tomorrow's show, episode number 191. It takes two for the tango, two for your Tuesday, two for Tuesday parlay, ticket, cash, and big fucking slate. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, that notification bell, like, follow, everything in between so you don't miss any of tomorrow's action. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, degenerates. I think I kind of said de-gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, degenerates and gamblers, far and wide. De-gentlemen. De-gentlemen. I kind of fucking like that. De-gentlemen. De-gentlemen might become a...
Trademark, don't steal that from us.
CC Talking the Line Podcast 2021. Fuck off. It's already here. It's already been said. All that being said, thank you from me and Mags. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts for choosing to stop by the TTL Pod. Each and every one of you that do, even if you don't, if you pop in for a second, your like, your follow, your subscriptions, your shares, your comments, your retweets, everything. We love connecting with you guys so much. We got into this industry to go back and forth with you guys, to connect with you guys, to not just build our presence. We just wanted to connect with guys that we have a shitload of respect for, and because of this journey, we've been able to do so, and because of all of you that continue to support us every single day, we are allowed to continue to do so. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We promise to keep this TTL Sports Media rocket ship going quick, fast, and in a hurry in the direction of the moon, because that's the only direction we know to go is up. Outside of that, we hope you have a spectacular rest of your Monday, unless you have any other plans. We hope you have a terrific day filled with nothing but trips to the pay window. Make sure you get today's best bets from the TTL crew locked in so you can say right alongside with us at the end of every single show, let's cash some tickets.